Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to more Valhalla. Mixing drinks, changing lives. Maybe. I don't know. I've seen no evidence of life-changing events yet, so we'll see. Whew. Alright. Do I have water in this thing? I am thirsty. Alright, bit of water. Let's go. Anyways. Hello, sister. Thank you for joining. Pardon. Alright. Things are pretty quiet outside. Okay. Let's see here. I've already got that on there. Okay. Oh, pardon. Not quite. We'll go for it. I like the photo. Sure. What's this one? Alright, sure. Take that one. I wonder how to unlock some of these other songs. Oh, who is this? Excuse me, is this the Valhalla bar? It certainly is. Welcome. How can I get you? Oh! Interesting. Okay, trying to think of the voice here. Actually, I'm looking for... Lord help me. Lexi! There she is. I'm looking for some stuff. I'll be with you in a second. Don't worry, I'll just have a drink in the meantime. So, you're Jill? You know me? I've been keeping in touch with Dana ever since she left Neo San Francisco. She always talks about you, about her sister, about her friend in Panama, about her sister, and about this dog she picked up from the streets. A dog? Yeah, I think she called him Gillian? That can't be right. First I've heard of this dog. Yeah, she told me he appeared at the door looking very pitiful. And she always talks so happily about how he opens up to the people around him. She's even asked me for help finding where he came from. So, a dog, huh? Achoo! Did you hear something outside? Probably just a dog sneezing. It's one of my favorite tropes from anime, though, because it's really funny. Talking about someone, just cut to them sneezing. What can I get you? Let's try the Fringe Weaver. On it. Fringe. 6, 7, 8, 9. Mixed. a fringe weaver. Seems right. Thanks. Sorry. My office is a mess, so I can't let you in right now. I'll just go buy some. Take your time. This is the first time I've seen her get excited about someone. Well, I guess it's been almost 7 or 8 years since I last saw her. She had a brief stint with me at the Neo San Francisco Police Department. Another thing to add to the oddly adventurous past of my boss. I can't picture her as a policewoman, though. Well, she was more of a collaborator. Everyone in the department acknowledged her abilities, and she helped us from time to time. She was authorized to come with us, but couldn't act by herself. She didn't have a gun or a badge, but she did have a radio to stay in touch. And I'm not gonna lie, she was one of the best backup partners I've had over the years. She once took down a band of punks with nothing but a loaf of bread. A loaf of... Yep, sounds like boss. She requested that the next loaf have sesame seeds. Something about it hitting harder. So her penchant for swinging bread loaves like swords is not just some weird habit. And how did she end up with the police of all places? Herald League, the Grand Slam Fighters, was fighting against the NSFW. The NSFW. I was there because I needed to ask the owner of the league a couple of questions. But then a fight broke out. Many drunkards joined the fray not too long after. I was gonna start evacuating the place, but before I knew it, she had already subdued the troublemakers. I asked for help with the rest of the case. One thing led to another. I was afraid that she might have become involved as an alternative to jail time. Nah, she's not that kind of girl. So you came all the way here for a visit? I'm in the middle of some investigations, actually. I don't think the Neo San Francisco police has any say on whatever happened to you. Nah, I'm not in the police anymore. Just a simple private investigator. If you came all the way here on a case, you can't be just a simple private investigator. Fair enough. You wouldn't by any chance have heard about a group called the Swap Spiders, would you? First I hear the name, sorry. Don't worry. Say, let's try this Sugar Rush. Sure. 4, 5, 6, 7. Seems like a very interesting one for sure. Here. Yeah, this is what I've heard about. Alright, fuck it. Let's just hit the bar and chill. Boss, you own a bar? Boss, you own a bar. Doctors don't diagnose themselves, Jill. I guess you're right. Wait, is she? Calm down. You don't need to overdo it. We're not dating anymore. Wait, she what? I was bored. She was lonely. We gave it a try. It didn't work. We broke up after less than a week. Huh. What didn't work? She was too uptight. She was too Dana. On our first date, she got her head stuck in a bucket. Dinner became a night in a hardware store getting the thing off. Oh, too Dana. Yeah, I get it. Anyways. Hi, Goat! Thank you for joining. Also, I really hope you get the thing with Daz Tales. I haven't seen you in person in a long time, and you have to leave before New Year's. I don't want to make a mess. And don't try too hard. Seriously, don't. You'll make a mess. Let's just go outside and drink, Hassie. I came all the way here to drink. Hassie? I have Hassie at home. Hey, this stuff is like caviar here, thanks to the import rates. I'll take your offer then. You go ahead while I grab some ice. Absolutely. Have you already sent it in, or are you still working on the portfolio? Okay. A pleasure to meet you, Jill. Please come again. Hey, boss. Yes? Lexi said something that got me thinking. The relationship? No, actually, you got me curious. Do you swing that way, boss? Cuteness knows no boundaries. Right. Anyway, what got me thinking is that she thinks Gil is a dog. She does? Yeah. When you talk about him, she thinks you're talking about a dog. Huh. Gil is patrolling nearby with Nacho and the other dog. This will be fun. Just don't overdo it. Feeling lonely? That voice. Oh, it's her! Holy shit! I don't remember what voice I gave her. Oh, fuck. Hey, Joe. Long time no see. Really long time no see. Seriously, it feels like it's been over a year since I last saw you. I was planning on visiting you last week, but things were pretty heavy back then. So I just waited in the background until the tension wore off a bit. Earth to Joe, I'm talking to you here. Oh. Wait, what? What shelf? You talking about this stuff? These are cans. But, alright. That sounds good. Hopefully they can redo the lines. Yeah. These are basically the cans of the stuff that you mix up to make the drinks. It's a lot of fun. If I ignore her, she'll leave. I'm not an unfathomable sense of dread. You can't just ignore me, you know. Julianne Stingray, I'm talking to you. Don't fall for her taunts. How did she know my full name, though? Your last name is Stingray? I thought your full name was Julianne Natalie Stingray. Or did you legally remove the Natalie? Never mind that. Is she reading my thoughts? Yeah, I mean, they're kind of written in the middle of the screen. Fourth wall breaking, bitch! Hard not to see them, actually. Alright, that's it. I'm going crazy. That's such a self-centered way to see the world. You assume that you're crazy because you can't accept that this world could be weirder than you think? This world is amazing because of the things you just can't explain. Breaking the law! And just because only you experience something doesn't mean it's a lie or that you're crazy. I mean, just look at ASMR. No, I'm pretty sure that's what a crazy person would say in this scenario. You acknowledged me! Shit. That's good. I'm not serving you anything. But why? Last time you came, I had to clean the drinks I served you off the floor. Don't be like that. The drinks were also paid for with my money. I don't know how you did it, but that set any and all plans I had for the rest of the week off balance. I was gonna buy some curry with the money I had to put up for those drinks. Dog duty done. I know we have slow days, but for God's sake. You okay? You look angry. I'm fine. Good job out there. I'm back! Ah, boss, what happened? Meeting cut short. At least I drank the the bottles. Are you okay? You look distraught. I'm fine. So they really can't see you. I mean, you're right in front of them. And you're wearing jeans under a skirt. Why? Just why? To annoy people, of course. Is that a new trend? What does she think she's doing? Everyone feels like it's not quite right. Everyone thinks they should call you out. But they can't bring themselves to do it because it's not that wrong. There are things like spats, after all. It's uncannily right. It's uncannily right. Not all that wrong, and they can't stop staring. Not like anyone other than me could see it, though. They could see it if they wanted to. Jill, you're making an awful lot of faces there. You okay? Yeah, just remembering stuff. Man, I miss not being crazy. Boss, I'm leaving early today. And you stay here? Who stays where? Crap, did I just... You have to be you have to be the first person I've met who mixes their inner and outer voice. I thought I saw one of the dogs near the counter. Sorry. Oh, okay. Can I leave a bit early today? Sure. Thanks for taking care of the fort. What about me? You haven't left yet. I'll thank you when you leave. That's not what I meant. Whatever. Oh no. There are cats in heat there are cats in heat outside. I'd have blue balls if I still had any. Poor thing. No! Fuck! Wrong button. Oh well. I was gonna read the news stories and some other stuff, but... Oops! I'm not about to re-go through all that. Well, it'll be fine. Good evening. Hey, Jill. Let's have a New Year's party this Saturday. Isn't that a bit soon? Why? Did someone famous get killed at a New Year's party? No, I mean... Never mind. Sure, I'm in for it. Great! And Gil? He's coming too. I mean, it's not like he has anything else to do. Hey. No, I mean, where is he? He was escorting a client of his to the station. He should be back any second now. Back. See? So, you coming to the New Year's party too, Gil? It's not like I have anything else to do, so... I told you! We're depressing people. Oh yeah, that kid from the other day, Gabby I think you called her, asked me to give you this. I believe it's a note. A note? Gabby? Let's see. First of all, I want to apologize for my behavior before. I was still hurt by my sister's death, and it wasn't fair to take out all the stress on you, let alone put the blame on you. And so, it feels weird to ask this of you after how I treated you, but I really want to talk to you. I want to catch up, to chat for a while, to do what you were doing with me before I lashed out. I want to understand this freedom you talked about, the fear that drove you to a fight with my sister. I'll go back to the bar on the 31st. I won't take much of your time. If you don't want to see me after all that, I'll understand. But please, I really want to talk to you, Gabby. Wow, that girl has a big vocabulary. She was always a smart one. The 31st is written in different handwriting. Oh yeah, she'd asked me when would you be here, when you'd be here and relatively free, so I told her about the party. I also assumed you'd say yes to the party, which might not have been the best idea, now that I think about it. Boss, I'm having second thoughts about coming to the party. What? Why? Because I really don't want to face Gabby again. Now it's coming back to me. What drove me to never go back and apologize after all these years? Fear and shame. Shame because I know I made a hideously stupid mistake, and it's painful to face your mistakes. And fear of what they might say. Trying to understand this game as I finally get to see. You've kind of missed a lot. There's a lot that's going on. Basically what I'm doing is I am playing a bartender. Her name is Jill. Which, boy, there's a lot of females I have to try to voice. But it's kind of just a story about her, the stuff she's having to deal with, and you make drinks for people. Now, the fun thing is the drinks you make will change people's interactions with you. And depending on certain drinks you make or certain places and times you make them for certain people, it changes stories. I got a achievement, actually. I don't know if you saw it, but one of the bosses, this one here, Dana, she has a friend that it came in. And it was because I made a hidden drink for a different character at a different time. And that hidden drink is not even in the recipe book. This does have a recipe book. It's really cool. It's really fun. This is going to be my first time, like, actually finishing it. Because I've gotten pretty far. I don't think I've ever gotten this far, though. So, I am in new territory. But yeah, it's a really fun game. With Lenore, we never broke up formally, so I was always afraid that if we were to meet again... High tone practice? Yeah, no, absolutely. It's cool. Yeah, it's really fun. And like if you mess up the recipes, you get like messed up drinks. You gotta follow the recipes. They have recipes that have optional alcohol, which is this stuff right here, the Karmatrine. And people do get differently drunk based off the drinks you make them. You can also have interactions with that, which makes it all the more fun. And certain particular news stories and things can happen, too, around some of the stuff that's happening. That's kind of why it's important that I try to read the news stories to see what's happening. I forgot it this time. I think I'll be okay. I don't know if reading the news stories changes anything. I hit the wrong button. I meant to go to the shop because I think it said there was something I needed to buy, but I can't remember now. And that's another fun thing. Sometimes something will happen to your character and she will have a tough time trying to remember the drinks people ordered. It's kind of funny. But yeah. She'd break up with me. And I don't want Gabby to tell me that she hates me to my face. Lenore was in the right to break up with me, and Gabby is in the right to hate me. But I don't want her to. Maybe if I never see her again, she'll never tell me that, and... Jill, you idiot! You're thinking backwards. Didn't the letter say she wanted to understand you? If you bail out on this, she will hate you. Not only that, but you're getting a new chance here. Do you want to live the rest of your life running from another memory? Didn't you just say to Armitage that you hated feeling like that? Armitage? Titty hacker. Alma, right. I don't know what happened when you fought with that girl's sister, but now you have a chance to make amends. And not only that, you have us watching your back. So I want you to think about this. One day of fear, or a lifetime filled with regret. Which one do you pick? Yeah, you're right. I hated feeling like that. I won't run away this time. Good, because I would have gone to your apartment and dragged you out of there if need be. Hey, boss. Thanks. That's what friends are for. Yeah. Anyways, let's start the day. Yeah, no problem. I really like this game. And what's fun is I only found this game because of this song. It popped up on my YouTube playlist randomly one time when I was driving home from work. And I fell in love with the song. It's a really good song. And then I looked it up and I found out it was part of this game. I would not have played this game without this song. And every time you start a new day, you get to change up the playlist. I always keep this song in there because it is my favorite song, but there's a lot of really good songs. This one's a fun one. Oh, the soundtrack to this game is great. Time to mix drinks and change lives. Seriously though, it's the second note that has stirred such feelings in me. Second one? Or second one? 2 weeks ago, I got another note in the mail. This one is from Lenore. Was that the envelope you took away from me in a panic? Yep. You haven't opened it? It was a good one. Why not open it with Gabby? You're facing one fear. Might as well face the other. Maybe. Don't push her, Chief. I'm not. I just know she's capable of doing all that. I'll go secure stuff for the party. Call me if you need anything. Keep it up, Jill. Thanks. God. I know it was a high-class voice. Happy holidays! Someone's happy. We held a party for the staff and their children. You should have seen the faces of those kids receiving gifts. Nabbing that Santa suit at the last minute the other day was totally worth it. Santa dresses seem to have been popular this year. I heard they were sold out in most places. There was this weird shortage of Santa suits, but luck was on my side this year. Sorry for that outburst. Why? You look so happy. I felt happy too. You shouldn't hide your happiness. Anyway, can you get me a cobalt velvet, please? Sure. Cobalt velvet. It's fine. I got this one. Got this one in the bag. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. On the rocks and mixed. Cobalt velvet. Here. Thanks. Are you meeting with Say today? She should be here in a bit. She told me she wanted a drink here, and since I was coming here too... Sadly, I can't stay for long. I have some errands to run. How has she been lately? She's better. Her wounds have been healing real nicely. If only she stopped scratching at her bandages so often. What about her eye? Eye? Oh, hers. Sorry. It'll take longer to heal, but as long as it's kept clean, there should be no problem. Oh, fun fact about this character. She has what is called, I think it's like nanite rejection syndrome. And the thing that they had to give her to fix it also kind of genetically fucked her up, so she has cat features. So, Neko girls exist. Did I already do that? Yeah. But as long as it's kept clean, there should be no problem. But, to be honest, I'm more worried about her emotional wounds. She doesn't show it, but she's had depressive bouts from time to time. And who can blame her? Her life changed completely. The job she loved no longer exists. She was used as a disposable pawn in the whole bank affair. I'm afraid it will all make her go back to her old ways. Old ways. There was a rough spot when Say was a teen. Her mom's clinic was about to close. Then her biological father, who was an asshole, showed up. And the teachers at her school didn't help. Say is not a slow learner by any means, but her way of learning stuff is different. She needs equivalences to things she knows. You need to get a bit in her mindset. Once you get this, she's a fast learner. But schools don't have that kind of patience. They basically branded her a failure. She even dropped out. I would have suggested a special course somewhere else, but that would have offended her. She's always been against being labeled as special or different. Anyway, Say was totally different during that period. Foul-mouthed, short-fused, always frowning, the total opposite of how she's up nowadays. From time to time, I see that old look across her face, and it scares me. You're comparing her to her teen self, though. People mature. Maybe she'll show signs from time to time, but I bet Say knows better than to go back to that. I hope so. Get me something cold and sweet, will you? Sure. Okay, cold and sweet. So we get the sweet drinks, something with ice. On the rocks and blade. Perfect. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2. On the rocks. Splendid. So this one's gotta get shaken really well. Here. Thanks. This is the kind of stuff Say asks for, you know? Now that you mention it. So, I take it Say's family situation isn't exactly fine and dandy, huh? It's a mess. They've tried to fix no. It's a mess they've tried to fix over time, and I'm glad to say they've actually done it. Say's mom had a really abusive relationship with Say's biological father. Sadly, like many women in that situation, she just tried to justify his actions. Everything in this game is shaken. There is no stirring. But apparently, things get nasty when Say's mom, Miss Emmy, got pregnant. At that point, she had an epiphany, one could say. She didn't want that guy to raise her child, so she finally sought help. Things weren't so easy, though. Before the authorities could take him away, Miss Emmy got a serious beating from him. She still uses a cane to walk thanks to that. She moved here. Say was born. She started her veterinary clinic. So, did he come back? He was drunk and couldn't find any drugs, so he made it to the city. He caused a ruckus for a couple of days until Say managed to scare him off. Oh. She beat him to near death 3 times. Sorry, I shouldn't laugh, but... Oh, don't worry, I laugh too. The dramatic irony there is delicious. I've been wondering, can you really be so calm in the lower parts of the city? I mean, the streets are not exactly safe, and a cat boo may sure to become a target. Well, I have my security staff with me at all times, so there's no problem. Besides, this part of the city is comfier. Come again. Sure, Uptown is cleaner and maybe more secure, but it's also too sterile. Around here, you can actually feel the warmth of people. You feel there are people living. I especially like going to a busy food stand. I feel a warmth there that Uptown doesn't have. It's almost easier to talk to people. You finally came. Welcome. If you try to talk to someone in the upper part of the city, they either shrug you off or flat out ignore you. People around here are a bit wary, but they're more likely to talk to you. Not that things aren't nice there, though. Can I get you something? I feel like having a beer. Make that 2. But I just want 1. I'm asking for 1 from me, adding 1 to your order. Oh, that. Right. Beer! Okay, so 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. All mixed. And then we do it again. 1, 2, 1. That needs to be 2. Yeah, there we go. Here. Thank you. Thanks. Say, you should have seen the kids after you left. They were all playing with the toys you picked. You nailed it again this year. They were all asking, where's Say? Where's Say? Why do they call you just Say when they call me Auntie Stella? I don't look that old. Don't worry, they still like you. Sorry I had to leave, but Mom worked overtime that night and I couldn't leave her alone. What happened? Well, there were fireworks and some dog thought it'd be safe to hide in a jar. The little guy managed to get his head and paw inside before getting stuck. And it was plastic, so they couldn't just try to break it. That's messy. She needed someone to hold the dog while she worked. Poor fellow was scared. Well, I'm out. Oh yeah. We'll have a New Year's party this Saturday if you want to come. Sure! It's better than depressing myself with my dad's woes about the next fiscal year. I'll be here. Bye, Jill. Bye, Say. Careful. Please come again. You want to come too? I'd love to. I'll also make up. I'll also make up for not coming last time. How was the party? Pretty nice. We played Truth or Dare. Had some fun, broke some glasses, ate lots and lots of food. Seriously, looking back, the amount of food was ridiculous compared to the number of people who were there. Better leftovers than left hanging, don't you think? Yeah. Can I get you something? Let's try something classy. Okay. Make something classy. Bad touch. She deserves a bad touch. Not reached. Also, Goat, I don't know if you are familiar with Bloodhound Gang, but this game does have a decent amount of references. So, you and me, baby, we're nothing but mammals, so let's do it like they do on the Discovery Channel. This is a reference to one of their songs. Makes me giggle. Where was I? 1, 2, 3, 4. Rocks mixed. Something classy. Yep, this is the thing. Oh yeah. And one of the drinks is actually called the Piano Man. It doesn't say it's based off a song. It says it's based off a pianist who had a friend who made the recipe. It's fucking weird. But, you know, it's Piano Man, so. Stella came in quite cheery about Sunday. This Sunday? Oh, yeah! Well, you know her. Her birthday is actually the 25th. Really? There's a weird story from when she was a kid. She heard Mega Santa's story, and somehow she got it into her head that by being born on the 25th, she was the spiritual reincarnation of the original Santa. That made her start giving out gifts like crazy. She got over it, but the gifting stuck to her. Spiritual reincarnation? Adele? Does Adele have a Piano Man thing? Where was I? Well, the story says the Redmond family destroyed Santa's spirit, and that Mega Santa was reborn as a manifestation of the Christmas spirit. So, she thought she was the old Santa spirit in a new body. That girl was delusional as a kid. Adele Hyde. Adele Hyde. Bronson's gotta be something as well. Karmatrine. That could have been a coincidence, but also I wouldn't put it past the crew to put that kind of reference in. I'm gonna have to look that up later. Speaking of things you did when you were young, Stella mentioned she was worried about you going back to your old ways. Something about a rough period where you were angry or something. Oh, that. It's sweet that she's worried. But I won't go back to those days just like that, though. Even if I face the same situation, I'm more mature, you know? I'm not a teen anymore. Expected as much. Told her as much. Hey, can you get me something bubbly? Sure. Something bubbly. I'll do a fringe weaver. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Aged mixed. Here. Bubbly, bubbly. Hey, Jill. This might seem a bit random, but do you remember the first time I came here? Yeah, you're the second white knight I've served. I remember. Why? Precisely because of that. I've been meaning to ask you about that story. How was your other experience with a white knight? If I had to put it simply, the total opposite of you. Oh? She came here as part of her work, looking for information on some case. I went through the motions, offering her a drink and all that, but she came only for her job. At first I thought she was just another private eye, but she showed me her badge and all. What kind of case was it? I wouldn't know. She never told me, but she asked if I saw some people. She got pretty intense when I told her I had no idea who she was talking about. I suggested she ask the vending machines outside, and they told her the suspect climbed on them. She got her info and she left pretty professional. If a bit intimidating. She seemed personally invested in the case, though. The way she lost her cool was suspicious. You seem to be pretty good at reading people, Jill. It makes me kind of jealous. Nah, I'm not good at that. It's just a coincidence that I noticed it. But you noticed it? I'm not good at reading people. Even if the cube was thrown in my face, I wouldn't be able to see it. I'm sure you could compensate with another skill. Any particular reason you asked me about that event? Not really. I just found the fact that I was the only other white knight you've served weird. I mean, really? Just two? If I had a nickel for every time I've served a white knight in a bar, I'd have 2 nickels. Which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it happened twice. Weird, I know. I've spent most of my life with almost no interactions with white knights until I met you. Means you've had a nice life then. That sounded creepier than I thought. A bit, yeah. Well, I'm done for today. Thanks, Jill. Please, come again. I'll go take my break, Gil. Sure. I'm like really curious on those news things I missed, so I'm actually going to save on a different day, and then I'll go back and read those later, probably on my own time. But I will be continuing from the 15th. Is it safe to keep playing? God, I hope so. I wonder if I left food for 4. I hope so too. Okay, I'm Dorothy? You won't get through the bar anytime soon. You could stop walking. Huh? Honey. You want something? The usual, I guess. Usual. I don't know her usual. What's her fucking usual? Oh no! I want to say it's a Bleeding Jane. I'm tempted to give her a bad touch, just because that'd be funny. Or maybe it was a blue fairy. Oh, I don't know her usual. Fuck. I'm gonna try the Bleeding Jane. Bronson. 2, 3. No. No, it's not a Bleeding Jane because it was something that had alcohol. Okay. You said. Alright, I'll do a blue fairy. You're freaking me out. What's up with you? Hey, honey, how do you know what's real? How so? I mean, how do you know if what you see is an actual thing? How can you tell if what you see around you is actually happening? What tells you everything is not actually a fabrication? What tells me I'm not just a simulation in a computer? And those ponderings brought you to the bar. What? Oh, I'm in the bar. Am I? Dorothy? So you're having a solipsistic crisis of sorts. What? Solipsism, the theory that the self is the only thing that can be known to exist. See? That's the other thing there, that word. Solipsism. What does it even mean? Where the hell did it come from? Well, solace means alone, and ips means self. Yes, but how did it come to be? Do you expect me to believe that a lot of people just randomly decided to make noises? And decide, hey, let's make this noise mean this. It doesn't make sense. Words don't make sense. I've been repeating words for a long time and they've stopped making sense. Why? Calm down. It's just semantics. Wait.
God, this girl knows so many big words.
That's just semantic satiation. Stop making making up words, honey.
All words are made up.
And then there's this counter. How can I be sure the counter's really here? It is. Please stop tapping. Hold on, just making sure.
You know what? I'm gonna make the flaming Maui for this one. See what happens, if anything. I was given no prompt. Nothing can be wrong, right? Hold on. I'm having to look at my phone. I have the recipe pulled up somewhere in one of my tabs. There it is. 1 Adelheid, 1 Bronson, 2 powdered, 3 flannered, and 5 contract. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 1, 2, 3, 5. There it is.
Stop tapping the counter so much. I'm this close to throwing this at your face. Sorry. Let's start from the beginning. Since when did you have this existential crisis? Since earlier today, I think. But I don't know. It was all too sudden. I was thinking about everything that happened from a week ago until now. How much fun I was having, how much I loved everyone around me. And out of nowhere, the thoughts started piling up in my mind. What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. What is fun? Are those feelings real? Is all of this real? Am I real? What tells me I'm actually in a body? What if I'm just some computer somewhere thinking it has a body? What if I'm just a human girl in a comatose dream? What tells me that you're real? Well, for all I know, it might be just a figment of someone's imagination. Or even just an AI simulation, some computer that thinks it's human. I've been there, Dorothy. That existential doubt or crisis, that uncertainty about whether or not things are real. It was a couple of months only, but I remember having panic attacks and scratching my arm to feel something. But the panic attack gave me a rush of adrenaline, so I couldn't feel a scratch, and the fear got worse. What did you do to get over it? Oddly enough, I read a book. The Last Rain in the World. One of my favorites. At one point I cried with the book, and I realized I was crying over fake things. A story and its characters. I didn't care less for them because they were fake. Why not think of reality like that too? Even if I'm a figment of someone's imagination, I'd still care about you. That's what I told myself, at least. It wasn't immediate, but that focus helped me. I like it. Hey, can I take this drink? I made it for you. Thanks. Okay then.
Heh.
Phew! Why did you throw it on your head? To feel something you made. And it burns. And itches a bit. I'll get you a towel.
Delivery for Donna Z. Oh, I've been here before. Oh, it's that guy.
Mr. Mario, welcome back.
I have a delivery for Donna Zane.
She's my boss. I'll get it for her.
Right. Sign here, please. It's a big package.
I wonder what's inside.
You should open it. If it's something perishable, maybe it'll need to be refrigerated. Let's see. It's a wiener. A really big wiener.
Hey, honey. The big package had a big wiener inside.
What will your boss do with such a thing? I don't know. She'll cook it. Perhaps she'll chop it?
Honey, seems the wiener's too big to eat correctly. Stop. Maybe you could prepare some right now. What do you say, honey? You want some of your boss's wiener?
I don't. Seriously, Jill?
She's the one making jokes.
And you're the one trying not to laugh too hard at them. Anyway, we all know if we dare cook this without her permission, she'll hang us upside down. She'll hang me upside down.
Hey, Jacket Boy, what's your name?
I'm Mario.
Come on, Mario. I'll buy you a drink. You might have another delivery, you know.
This is the last one, actually. I'll accept your offer.
I'll have a sunshine cloud. And you? I'm fine.
Sunshine cloud. Rocks. And blended. Shit, that was supposed to be blended. Rocks. Blended. There it is.
Here.
Thanks.
Hey, call me Dorothy. You can also call me darling for the right amount.
Yeah, Dorothy. Why did you buy me a drink? Just to let you know, I don't swing that way.
What way, Lilith?
I'm a man's man. I like men, okay? Not that there's anything wrong with liking women, but...
Oh, don't worry. I wasn't hitting on you. I was thanking you.
Thanking me?
Your package let me see Honey here laughing like an idiot.
It's easier than you think.
That made me happy. And, I don't know, it fit with what she was telling me earlier. I'm more calm than when I entered.
Glad to help, I guess.
Well, duty calls. Bye, Mario. Bye, John. Bye, Honey. Enjoy your big wiener.
Out with you. She seems like a nice girl. I don't mean for it to sound like I get it. Don't worry.
You like guys, it's clear. Speaking of, you like motorcycles, don't you?
I do, yeah.
Have you been to the Motors District?
I spend all my free time in the Motor District, actually. Why?
Is it true what they say about all the illegal races going on there?
You're not a cop, are you?
As far as I remember, no.
Well, I mean, there are illegal races, but there's also a semi-legal league going on there.
Semi-legal?
The authorities acknowledge that there's races going on. They don't know what's going on in them, however. Modified engines, casualties, substance abuse. The illegal ones end up being safer in the end.
Huh. Have you heard about a biker called Christine Love?
Miss Love? Of course. Everyone knows who she is. What about her?
Is her gang as dangerous as they say?
I don't know. Nobody knows.
Excuse me?
They look intimidating enough, but truth is that nobody's faced them directly. Moreover, nobody wants to be the one that got beaten to a pulp if they turn out to be what they seem. So her gang is just there, menacingly doing their own thing, not bothering anyone.
Oh. Do you want anything else? I'll have a piano man. All right.
Nope, that's Piano Woman.
2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 5. 1, 2, 3. Is that right? 2, 3, 5, 5, 3. Yeah. Rocks mixed. Here. Yeah, this is nice.
This'll sound weird, but
Do you believe in Replibots? Replibots?
there's this belief that some Lilim out there are designed to perfectly replicate a particular human. That someone or something replaces those humans with such Lilim. Thus, they call them Replibots.
You know a lot about this.
I don't. It's in most magazines nowadays.
Well, it's the first time I've heard of it. What about it?
On my way here, I almost ran over my neighbor. He just showed up in the middle of the street. And I say almost because he moved really quickly out of the way. Then I went to deliver a package and somehow my neighbor was there, almost immediately after the whole thing. And he was there the whole time.
Maybe it was someone that looked like him.
He had the same looks, clothes, and mannerisms. Trust me, you know a perfect replica when you see them. And you saw the kid Lilim here? They could easily pass off as humans. There are even Lilim idol singers nowadays whose voices can pass off as human. They could be passing off as humans under our very own noses, replacing us little by little.
At this point in time, I really doubt it. Lilim behavior is a bit different. You can easily tell someone's a Lilim because they seem... How do I put this? They don't care about risk and danger as much as we do. They treat risks with a lot more leniency.
Still, be careful. Keep an eye out for uncanny doppelgangers. I'm leaving. Thanks for everything.
Please come again.
What's your take on the Replibot thing? Do you believe in them?
Do you?
Not really. But I asked you first.
When I was in high school, I had this irrational fear of aliens. I was paranoid that they would come, but they would come. What would I do then? I remember I lost lots of sleep because of it.
That doesn't answer my question.
Let me finish. After many months of fear, I reached a conclusion that might as well apply here. It's useless to be afraid. I'm but a simple woman. I wouldn't be able to do shit against them. So I'd rather live without being afraid. Because the memories of not being afraid would be my only solace when the nebulae crabs invade. When the Replibots come.
Chill, are you still afraid of aliens?
What part of it's useless to be afraid didn't you catch?
Right. Back! Did anything happen?
I discovered I have the sense of humor of an 8-year-old.
Did anything new happen?
Hey.
They brought you a package.
Ah, yes, my curated wiener. It's a gift from my folks. It was delayed in customs, but here it is. You guys want some of it?
That's a new one. All I'm saying is I want some of the boss's wiener, okay? I'm glad the boss wants to share her wiener. Wonders if Maneki Nekos actually bring luck. Buy one and prevent it. To prevent her from getting too distracted. So there probably was a thing I could purchase last time. Fuck.
Okay.
Well, hopefully it does bring luck. You've been chuckling since yesterday. Wiener. Child. All right. First space colony plans to develop its own army. Even though space was imagined as the promised land, a place where humanity would start over, it looks like we're about to repeat our mistakes from the past. The first space colony, Shin Outer Paradise, is currently in talks to develop its own privately owned army, following alleged threats from a notorious terrorist group. We're discussing it right now, but the law is most likely approved. We'll have an army and we'll defend our motherland from any terrorist threat. Alice Rabbit chimed in during a private stream.
This terrorist group does not exist. Don't let the Outer Paradise government fool you. The only reason for this law is so they can have more control over the population. Alice Rabbit is in space too. Amazing.
Woman marries anime pillow. Nobody's actually surprised. I remember a time when wacky stuff like this made a lot of headlines, but even though I'm reporting on it, I can't help but think how mundane it's become. I mean, we live in a world where you can just plug into the internet and live there for as long as your wallet can afford related fees. Lots of people get married in these virtual spaces. Thanks to new technologies, the traditional views on human relationships have changed so much that someone marrying literal objects or a literal object feels kind of tame now. If the pillow had some form of intelligence, it might be somewhat different, but it's just a plain, generic anime hug pillow. Get with the times, Grandma. Wanna marry me?
Can't marry your own son.
Thankfully. The final remaster, YIIK. I'm just gonna call it Yik. The final remaster leads the video game charts. The newest remaster of 2016's Yik, a postmodern RPG, opens the charts this week with 3.5 million copies shipped on its launch day. Other titles this week include new releases such as Hatsune Miku. Oh, that is so dumb. It's pronounced the same, but it's spelled so weird. Hatsune Miku Project Remaster and Sting's Face Remastered. Jesus Christ. Full chart including lifetime sales. Yik Final Remaster 3.5 million new. Hatsune Miku Project Remaster 5.5 million new. Sting's Face Remastered 950k new. Water Pro Wrestling G 500k over 500k to 950k or something. I don't fucking know. Dang it, Round Paul. What? Round Paul, Roan Paul? I don't fucking know.
This is the third final this year.
Oh.
Interesting.
Pardon me. Oh, shit. Okay. I've already read that one. I read that one last time, but what is this one? Okay. Yuru Yuri new season.
It's finally here!
I can't believe I'm alive for this day. Thank you, based God. All boards report in.
What other boards, you idiot?
Nice, more stupid moe blobs.
YY gets new season, but the actual best YY is still up in the air. My internet service gets cut off tomorrow because I can't afford it anymore.
Wake me up! Get a job, you stupid NEET. Oh god, here we go. Prepare hot cocoa, sit in comfy couch, put on my favorite mega Christmas sweater, see snow falling outside, turn on the heater, get my blanket, watch glorious YY, and fall asleep when it ends. I am the comfy.
I wish I was as comfy.
Have work tomorrow. Enjoy the Euros for me, Danger You. How interesting. Alright, so this is gonna be interesting. The bar called Valhalla, that's the one we work at. Thus the name of the game being Valhalla. Or technically, VA-11 Hall-A.
Is it any good? I need a place to unwind after work.
Normies are taking over, huh? Everyone is neat just like me. Anyway, place is cool, but the bartender can be a bit of a dick. Fuck you.
How so? Never been there, so I wouldn't know. Is she cute? I could take it if she's cute.
She's cute, but I think she's a bit full of herself. The guy seems a bit more of a bro.
I see you already had a conversation with her. Did she reject your advances?
Nah, I just heard from the distance.
So, Is that a no? Kind of. I mean, if you're going there just to chat, I just want a place to chill for a bit and meet new people. Can I smoke there? Is there any bar from the BTC where you can smoke? Nope. Bummer. Well, I think I'm going next week then. Sounds good enough for me. Huh. So, I'm full of myself? You are. Damn, called out by your own fucking cat. What just happened? What did I click? What is this face? Good evening. Ah, Jill. I'm out to get firecrackers. Firecrackers? It's New Year's, right? We need some. Wouldn't firecrackers scare off the dog? Yeah, good idea. Go ahead. I'll be back in a bit. Even for a cat lover, you sure get excited about firecrackers a whole lot more when dogs are involved. I know how hypocritical it sounds, and I don't care. Ah, Jamie's here. Greetings. Well, that was fast. Anyway, let's start. Whew. Time to mix drinks and change lives. Ah, the guy that wouldn't come back twice. Yeah, shut up. By any chance, did something fly over here 2 weeks ago? On Friday? Yes. There were lots of weird explosion noises throughout the night. But as far as I understand, those were made by a flying drone or something like that. So it flew by here. I take it you know what made the noise? Let's just keep it at whatever drone story you heard. Right. The noise got annoying after a while, I must say. So it remained in the vicinity? I don't know what counts as in the vicinity, but yeah. Distant explosions all night. Or no, distant explosions all night. Interesting. So it didn't get far away? Now get me a Mars Blast. Linda fucker. Drink, motherfucker, drink, motherfucker, drink. Here you go. Well, you didn't mess up. Sorry, if I may interject, you looking for a fight? Most certainly not. I really think you'd stand a chance. You're like half his size. I can fight dirty. He kills people for a living. I can fight dirty. Jill, please, you make me sound like a savage. It would be like me saying that you get people drunk for a living. It's not wrong, but there are better ways of saying stuff like that. You're right, sorry. And like I said, I'm not looking for a fight. I just noticed you seem to like strong drinks. What about it? Well, to be honest, it's a rare sight in this bar. I'd even come to believe I'm the only one here who enjoys them aside from the owner. May I suggest you try a suplex next time? It might be to your liking. Okay, let's try this suplex thing. Right. This pairing is gonna fuck up my throat, honestly. Rocks in the mix. Here. Good stuff. Like a less burning but punchier pile driver. Say, your face looks somehow familiar, mister. Call me Jamie. And you are? I'm Ingram. Anyway, I think I saw your face somewhere. Maybe when I needed to look for a specific file at... Did you perhaps go through a nanomachine expunge? I did, actually. Figured as much. Only a handful of people do that. And almost all of them are people with nanomachine rejection that feel oddly suicidal. So why go through the whole thing? Rejection? Need to hide something? The second one. It's easier to remain undetected when they have no means to track you or your activity. I see. How does the expunge work?
You lie in a pressure chamber and they give you a special IV solution. It causes nanomachine rejection while giving you the antibodies needed to prevent them from getting back in. For 5 hours, you're trapped in bed while a horrible pressure builds up in your body and nanomachines are forced out. They're like little needles all over your body. You feel them in your eyes, in your gums, in your toes, everywhere. And after all that, they need to implant you with a mechanism that constantly releases the same antibodies. Ouch. What are you having, Jamie? This is a gut punch. Yeah, should have figured. Yeah, give me one of those. Sure.
Sure. 2, 3, 4, 5. Next.
Here. Yeah, I love these. It looks different from yours, though. I had a couple of extra in his actually.
Oh, really?
So where's this antibody unit they stick you with, Jamie? Inside, like all other maintenance systems. It can be troublesome at times, but the perks of not having nanomachines in the body outweigh the cons. And the rest of the enhancements? Were you reconstructed, or have you been adding them over time? Over time, either by getting a much-needed enhancement or through fixing injuries. I see. Well, it was a pleasure, Jamie, but I gotta leave. Nice meeting you, Ingram.
Please come again.
Don't count on it.
You've said that twice.
Shut up. Seems like a nice guy.
Right. I won't call him a bastard, but he's not the nicest in the bunch.
Maybe you caught him on a bad day.
Nah, I think you're just that good at bringing out the nicer side of people. Oddly enough, that guy tires the hell out of me. Gotta remember all his voices. Someone's in a good mood. Give me a bad touch, will you? That way you'll be in a good mood too. Bad touch for Alma. On the rock mix. Here. Jill, you have such a pretty sense of humor. Guilty as charged. So what put you in a good mood? Oh, yeah, that. Today, my sister was supposed to be in court for all the custody proceedings. Of course, not only does she show up later than her husband, and drunk at that, but also dressed like she got fucked in the back of the parking lot. And to top it off, she forgot to even bring her kids. Luckily, my parents brought them to court. The judge assigned the kids to my parents for the time being. So she really messed it up, huh? When they come back to the house and Diana started throwing a temper tantrum, she said it was lucky her husband didn't get the kids because the angst would make her jump onto the highway. So Ava comes and says, then make sure it kills you because we aren't dealing with you as a cripple. I shouldn't have reinforced the behavior, but I don't know, maybe it was the timing, but I've been laughing for an hour now. You hold quite the animosity for Diana, don't you? She and I used to be the closest friends when I was 7 or 8. We played all the time, even slept on the same bed for a while. Then she turned into a teen. We stopped playing, she had other things she wanted to do. I could forgive all of that, I mean the age difference and all. But there is something in particular I still can't forgive. It was a day she invited her friends to the house, and I went to ask her for something. As I was leaving, one of her friends asked if I was her sister. And she said yes, and she said she had no little sisters. Ouch. I think that was the moment that finally broke the pedestal I held her on. I admired her as much as I could admire someone, you know? Little by little, the admiration wore off until we finally reached that breaking point. I felt betrayed. And you haven't been able to forgive her after 40 years. Hey, it's not that I still hold a grudge against her, but rather, the Diana who said all those things so many years ago is the same Diana that I know today. How so? She hasn't matured one bit. She's still as selfish, childish, and immature as she was back then. When you see her, you don't see an adult. You see an overgrown, horny teen. So aside from destroying any admiration I held for her, she's made sure not to fix that impression. Huh.
But enough about me. How are you? Everything's fine, aside from this note. A note? Remember how I told you I lashed out at my dead ex's sister? Yeah. I got this note from her. Let's see. Wow, she must really feel bad about the whole thing. As do I. So what's the problem then? The same fear that drove me away from her in the first place. Right. Give a Brantini, will you? There's a little story I want to tell you. Right. Make it a big one for her. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's already a big one, isn't it? Oh, no, it's not. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that's 12. Here. This is the thing. Let's start. Boom. Oh, hell no. This is the story of a girl who grew disillusioned with one of her sisters. Soon it became animosity, and not long after that, she distanced herself completely from said sister. With time, the girl would become attached to her eldest sister, looking up to her achievements. All I can look at right now are those boobs. Not now. Said sister would even marry the girl's best friend not soon after. Then after the girl went into college, said sister would quit her job. The sister was worried sick about leaving her baby kid alone, prompting her to quit her high-ranking job. What if I hire your high-ranking lips? Shut up. The girl, even as an adult, felt betrayed. Her role model sister went against everything she held in her high esteem for. She was no longer a child, and yet she felt like a part of her had crumbled. Hey, Joe, I could lift her sweater. Do you want to see? I bet you want to see. All right, enough. Shit. Peace out. I know the girl is you, and the sister is your eldest sister. Please get to the point. Right. The point is, if you don't face her, she will be heavily disappointed. She's trying to make amends with you. That must take courage. Lots of it. Yeah, you're right. My mouth's dry. Can I get a beer? Right. 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Here. Thanks. So, tell me, did you and this Gabby girl get along? Oh, yeah. I never had brothers and sisters, but once Lenore introduced me to her as her sister-in-law, she got so excited about having a new sister that she clung to me a lot. I helped her in her studies, read books with her, played with her a lot. She was pretty much my sister, too. I have to leave, but I'll tell you this. As both a big and little sister, if you don't grant that girl the chance of talking to you, I'll never forgive you. Yeah. Oh, there's a small New Year's party this Saturday if you're interested. Oh, sure, I'll be there. Remember, I won't forgive you. Yeah. I'll go take my break.
All right.
Bah! You were here?
You were quite absorbed in the conversation just now. Jamie even said goodbye to you. Didn't you hear?
Anyways, call me if anything comes up.
Woo!
It's less chilly today.
Jill, a kid's looking for you.
Oh, shit. Hey.
Oh, shit. Gotta remember. Fuck.
Ah, Norma.
Oh, God.
You're back! Oh, fuck you. You do know I'm not giving you any drinks, right? Crap, I said it out loud. Yeah, actually, I wanted to thank you. Phew, she thought it was for her. Thank me? Well, for starters, by not complying and giving me alcohol. Everything else would have fallen apart if I had some. Aw, so responsible, Joe. I kind of faced my mom and told her all about the pressure she was putting on me. And said I wanted to figure out what I wanted to do. And? Well, she didn't speak to me for 2 days. After that, she told me that it'd be a waste of money, a waste to spend money in a university, just for me to not give it my all. So she told me to still go to the college course, that I was free to explore. Glad to hear that. And, well, I wanted to thank you for that. Me? If I just rushed headfirst into my original plan, things would have gotten ugly. And you were right. I would be hurting her for the sake of hurting. So, thank you. Don't worry about it. I'll leave before it's too late outside. Be careful. Ah, so sweet. Shut up.
Hey, Jill, mind helping me here?
Sure.
Make a Bleeding Jane, please.
On it.
Thanks.
Hey, Joe, do you hate me? Hate is a harsh word. It's not against you directly, but rather the fact that only I could see you. Like I told you, if they wanted, they could see me. And why can I? You're the main character. Or you're the main character? Don't know. What are you? A cute girl. Right.
You okay, Jill? Making a lot of faces there.
Hmm. Yeah, just remembering stuff.
Could you give me a hand here and serve a beer, please?
Sure.
Beer. Thanks.
Would you lighten up if I showed you I can interact with the environment? Maybe it'll spook me, but let's try. There. Can't see anything. You sure?
Yep. Ah. The border's changed.
Oh, wonderful.
Nobody expects the Dorothy Inquisition! Dorothy Inquisition? Dorothy Inquisition?
Dorothy Quinn. Ouch!
A bit in my tongue. Can't believe I'm using the spare tongue so early in the night. Ahem. Honey! Hey, Dorothy. I'm making a quick stop for a drink. Can I get a fluffy dream? Sure.
I like it when Dorothy gets drunk. She's funny. Mixed.
Thanks. Thanks.
Oh yeah, before you leave.
What? Are you guys throwing a New Year's party too?
Yep.
Sure, I'll be here then. Well, I've got things to do, so you do?
Who does what?
Sorry, I sneezed.
Weird sneezes.
Anyway, I'm out for now. Oh yeah, Joe. Take care of Becky, please. Who the hell is Becky?
Who's Becky? Who's what? You said... I said nothing.
Okay, fuck that noise. Fireworks are sold out everywhere. We don't need to get them through more shady means.
She's gonna find them no matter what. She'll find them and put us all at risk of burning. I'll make sure there's an extra extinguisher at hand.
Please. Let's see, not here. Weird, I'd swear the tracks led here.
On a hacky equipment. Okay. When did I serve the right drink to the right person? What? God. Yeah, different drinks will get you different shit. It's fun. Ah. God, what to give? Oh, I'm at the bar. Well, that's nice. Can I get you something?
Let's have a Brandtini.
Sure. Oh, is he like a follower of the Big Titty Hacker? Exactly! My thoughts exactly, because I don't know what the fuck I did right.
This seems right.
And what brought you here?
I think it's better if my name remains a mystery for now.
The registry says... error?
Huh. The money's there, but the registry can't display the name. Still, what brought you here, mysterious person? I'm following Alice Rabbit's trail.
I want to know how deep the hole goes. Ah.
Trail. The massive leak of White Knight's insider info from 2 weeks ago made it to global news. Curiosity got the best of me, so I started seeking the trail of the transmission.
You work for someone now.
No, you could say it's for fun. Alice Rabbit is quite the urban legend, and I wanted to study it.
I see.
Hey, would you say Alice Rabbit is a person or a group?
Excuse me?
Well, there are people who say that it might as well be a group instead of just a person. If it could be just a group, it can also be just a symbol. Everyone using the Alice Rabbit moniker could be doing so as a way of staying anonymous while projecting clear intent. I doubt it, though. Why? Alice Rabbit's actions are too consistent. It can't be a group, and if it's a group, it's most likely coordinated by just one person. Everything seems to fit an agenda. The attacks are too consistent and use similar methods. Really? Yes, it can be hard for most people to notice, beyond the consistent usage of the same bunny avatar. But the way the attacks are executed are always in the same vein. Not that it makes it easier to track, actually. Its tracks only get dimmer and dimmer with each attack. And so you came to check on what might be left behind from the last hacking job. A pilgrimage of sorts, if you will. Say, would you mind giving me a Zen star?
Sure.
Here.
Ah, as nasty as I remember.
So, what have you found? Can you share? Sure, why the hell not? I'm in a good mood. Well, whoever Alice Rabbit is, or are, they spent a lot of time planting seeds all over the city. Seeds. There's traces of the video being streamed from up to 23 different locations. All of them routers of different brands that blew up after the transmission. Every one of them using different ISPs, some even using internet providers from outside the city. There's even traces of programs that hacked into devices, giving it the means to access a network for as long as the broadcast lasted. Apparently, Alice Rabbit also accessed devices early to make sure they'd be turned on at the right time. Well, the only thing without transmission was my old CRT, so quite the craftsmanship, let me tell you. Left no trace whatsoever of where anything came from. Even if you look at the metadata and the leaked files left on all devices after the transmission ended, there's nothing. Perfect crime, then. Not perfect. Compared to other attacks like the first leaks that started riots around here, this one is sloppy. More specifically, the means of destroying evidence wasn't as effective as other occasions. But thanks to the commotion at the bank, any attempts to investigate further were curbed by the madness that followed. I see. Well, I must keep moving. Oh, yeah. Name's Tomcat, by the way. Nice meeting you. Huh. Registry cleared up, too. Well, I guess that's it for today.
You sure you're fine?
I am, don't worry.
Alright, careful out there.
That was an interesting interaction. Kira Mickey. Buying one of her posters. Alright. Shop. She bought the thing she wanted. Yeah. What does clicking on her do? I am so confused. The fuck?
Been talking a lot with that Alma girl.
Jealous?
Birth rates decrease as the youth prefers Lilim Company. At the beginning of the century, the idea that people would rather be with robots instead of other humans was treated.
Who said they were confused? Well, I guess I was confused by Tomcat, so yeah. Either way. Memory not good.
At the beginning of the century, the idea that people would rather be with robots instead of other humans was treated as a joke. But the reality is that the convenience of these kinds of relationships have become immensely popular among Glitch City's youth, to the point where birth rates are beginning to decrease at an alarming rate. Annie Mae, a 17-year-old student, agrees with the general sentiment. It's just so much better than
It's just so much better than dealing with other people, you know. You can just make your own perfect partner. Oh, and sex is amazing. Don't even get me started.
You're 17. Don't be talking about that on TV. It's expected that new regulations will soon to be announced. To address the situation.
Yay. Wearing socks with sandals in public is now a crime. The fuck?
I like to say we have the freedom to wear whatever we like in the streets of Glitch City, so long as we adhere to decency rules. However, that's about to change. Glitch City's Department of Public Decency has declared that wearing socks and sandals together is a punishable crime. If convicted, the guilty face 3 days in jail as punishment for using that abominable combo. But what do you think? Should we wear whatever we want, or should the fashion police of high society decide for you? Whatever the case, I think I'll simply stick to the right side of the battle. Goodbye, socks and sandals.
Gods be praised. First silly law I'm all in for.
BTC closing 40% of its bars in Glitch City.
Yeah, that includes the bar that she works at, which is very sad. Will the power ever get turned back on? Because this room is supposed to be lit up, and like it's supposed to be bright, you know?
The British Trademark Council is facing some economic troubles in Glitch City, and it looks like they're on their way out. Blaming rising inflation rates and a weak currency, the BTC has given the order to disband almost half of its recreational businesses in the city. We can't keep doing business like this. Glitch City has a negative impact on our earnings, and we can't continue in the red, a PR representative told the Augmented Eye. Prime Minister Quincy, on the other hand, thinks the BTC is just too greedy. They make a lot of money already, and now they're crying because they can't have more. Give me a break.
Oh yeah, this. Late to the party, Augmented Eye. Surviving in Glitch City. Any tips for a new friend in this wonderful land? Oh boy, self-deprecating thread. Don't trust in white knights and don't go out after 5 p.m. unless you want to get mugged or murdered.
Bring a portable chair everywhere. You'll have to line up for flower wall.
Get used to eating what you find. Shortages are getting out of hand.
I've been eating rice with butter for months now, but I guess it could be worse. Don't jinx it, please. I have enough as it is. So coming here was a mistake.
Why would you come here anyway? Visiting family, but now I want to take them out. Do it while you can.
Yeah, airlines are leaving the city, lol. Soon we won't even be able to escape.
Can I even get some weed in this crap hole somewhere? Yeah, I just PM'd you a good dealer.
I mean, fair.
Unless I'm mistaken, my grandpa lived here before they turned it into Glitch City.
Not necessarily a good thing.
Evening.
Hey.
Okay, so we've got almost everything, but we're still missing a couple of things for Saturday. And so I designate you, Gillian Applegate, as official guy who goes to buy the rest of the stuff.
Applegate? I have no idea who that is. Why me?
I could send Jill, but I wouldn't dare send a lady by herself. And I could go with her, but I believe the bar should have at least 2 people in the vicinity at all times.
You're not gonna say anything, are you, Jill?
If it means not being delivery girl, I'm happy to fake helplessness.
Fine, give me the list. I'll be back. Sometime.
Something tells me you're planning something, boss. What gives you that impression? Call it a gut feeling. Did you know Gil has a crush?
What?
A client of his, a girl that owns a bazaar. She's been coming on to him for ages, and he's only just started opening up. If he's taking steps backward, and he's taking steps backward, and I'm not gonna let him. He's opening up for fuck's sake. And so the errands will take him to the bazaar, I take it. That's right. Huh. All right then, to the office I go. As for me, time to mix drinks and change lives. Gil, with a crush. Huh.
This place. Great.
Oh, if it isn't. Oh, hey! Shit, what voice did I give her? God. Damn it, it's been a while. Hey, Jill. Sorry, but is there anywhere I can hide? There's an unpleasant guy on my trail. Boss, stalked woman incoming. The door is open. Go ahead, the door to the left. Thanks.
Hello there.
Oh, hi there. The other one. That's the bathroom. Wait, what's the dog doing in the bathroom?
Now where did she? Oh, the hellhole. Perfect. Hey kid, I'll have the usual.
Right. This one's gonna hurt my throat too. You married me after 2 weeks. He likes his beers to be big.
This seems right. The paper's been a mess lately. You'd think with all that's happening, they'd stay and do more reports. But they're all asking for vacations, and I can't afford to be understaffed. So I had to come up with some sort of reward for whoever produces the most reports.
I see. No difference in my feet. I see no difference in my feet, though. Mr. Donovan, I don't mean to sound rude, but you do know the infamy of the augmented eye with the general public, right?
A shitty page that will over-sensationalize anything and report useless things. Of course I know.
Then why not try to rectify that image?
To put it simply, I'm being clutched by the balls, in the non-pleasant way. Saibatsu Corp and Company have an eye on every publication they haven't bought yet. Report on them once and they'll find something to fine you with. Twice and you'll find your resources severely cut. Anything beyond that, in the best case scenario is that they'll buy the damn operation and keep it quiet. I know there are more newsworthy things than whatever it is the lackeys picked out that week. But if I overstep, my ass is on the line. Glad to see this hellhole is still in one piece. The BTC has been going apeshit, closing bars lately.
Oh yeah, that.
Yesterday, they closed one that served as a key part of a drug trafficking ring. And last week, they closed 3 small bars that served as illegal chicken restaurants.
Huh.
Not to mention, there are like 100 people who have BTC certificates but never use them. Instead, they keep those credentials around to stop police from raiding their homes or warehouses. I don't know about you, but it's obvious to me that some restructuring will begin at the BTC after this whole thing.
Oh, I need water. Oh, man, shit ran deeper than I thought. And no news outlet talks about that.
All right, kid, let's try a moonblast now.
Come again.
Hey, even I have to break the routine from time to time.
Six. Here.
Now let's see what this ruckus is about.
So, what brought you here?
All right, didn't you see a Lillian coming in here? Blue hair, big tits. She's the one from the Encore concert coming up.
Not really.
Did she jump to the roof then?
Why were you looking for her? Did you want an interview?
Not really, just hitting on her. Hey, I said hitting on her, not hitting her. Stop glaring.
Why though? Are you that bored? Don't you have like a family or something?
Have you seen that girl? Hot as tits. Also hot ass in tits. I'm suffering the weirdest combo of being hard as fuck and curious as shit right now. I want to know just how detailed those King Class CH1A models are, personally.
And so you followed her.
I've yet to meet a woman that can't resist the charms of Donovan D. Dawson.
You're in front of one, and I'm guessing you have quite the selective memory. Like I said, don't you have a family or something?
A wife, but that woman cheats on me as much as I cheat on her. In fact, I'm pretty convinced she gets off on the thought of me cheating on her. So that Lillian isn't here, huh? I'll have to find a busty enough replacement tonight or I'll explode. Hey, after you're done glaring, please serve me a pile driver.
Right. Here, take the fucking pile driver. Here.
All right. Well, seeing as she's not here, I have no reason to stay. Hey, yeah, for real. Maybe I'll find someone that looks a bit like her.
The guy left. Oh, all right. Thanks for sheltering me, Dana. Hope your sister likes the video. No, thank you. Seems you had a hearty talk. Your boss is such a fun person. Her sister's a fan of mine, so I recorded a small video for her. Took a couple of photos. How nice of you. It's nothing, really. And she did hire me. And she did hide me, so it's the least I could do. But, well, we're here already. Mind giving me something sweet?
Sure.
Wait. I'll give you a brand. Yeah. Oh, this is her song too that's playing. Like in universe, she wrote this song that's playing. So that's kind of funny. Here. Thanks. Yeah, she's a singer. Oh, and Lillian are what they call essentially robot people. So this is she a robot. She a robo. But they also do have functioning, you know,
everything, all bits and pieces. So that is also what Dorothy is. She is a robot, or a Lilith. And specifically, she is a sex worker. Dorothy is. This one here is a singer. Mm-hmm.
So, do you know why Donovan was following you?
I don't, but I wasn't in the mood to deal with him.
His questions were a bit over the line last time, too. The worst I've dealt with, but I just didn't want to humor him. I see. Seems like he was just trying to come on to you. You don't say. Well, not like you'd have a chance anyways. I'm not into older guys, and I'm already committed to a relationship. Wait, what? You are? It's not common knowledge, and the ones that hear it try to dismiss it as rumors, but I've been in a relationship with my producer for a while now. Really. We were both single, and that kind of stuff is bound to happen when you spend so much time together. But it all started when he read an entry I made in my blog about wanting to experience love and the like. He offered to help with that after he read it, and I thought, sure, why not? I already knew him well enough, it wouldn't hurt to try. Oh, nice. He's a stick in the mud where planning is due, but he's a sweetheart otherwise. I see. You know, I've met 2 fans of yours lately. Really? Both of them seemed so excited when they were talking about you. It was amazing. I don't like the term fan too much. It strikes me as a bit pretentious in my opinion. I have many fans. Doesn't sit well. I like many people who like my music better. Fan evokes an uglier and more pretentious image for me. Do you like what I do, Jim? Do you like my music? To be honest, I haven't had much exposure to your work, but the few things I've heard are really good. I'm not gonna lie, having talked to you, I feel like I would support you even if I didn't like it. So nice to hear. Hey, this will sound familiar, but do you have anything like tea?
Let me see. This time I do! I bought it last time!
Here. Perfect. Hey, you're a King Class CH-1A, right? That I am? May I ask you something about your mother? Sure. Are there any differences between you and a DFC-72? We both serve the same purpose, but DFC-72s have the port on their heads, which makes them more versatile. My line lacks that, or the resilience of the DT-01Ds. But we're a tad more polished elsewhere. More specifically, our voice simulators are more advanced, and our movements are smoother. A trade-off of functionality and power for appearance, you could say. I see. So, anything new for this concert? Well, it is an encore, so we're trying to make it the same for those that couldn't go to the first one. But we always try to spice it up, like maybe with a surprise song or something. There was this one time I sang a cover of a song by B-Link. Of course, in return they sang Your Love Is a Drug. Ah. So, you know the B-Link girls? Really nice kids. You'd be surprised how different from their onstage personas they are. Really. Suzu, for example, can be really childish at times. She also laughs a lot, and loudly at times. Loudly at that. Blah, blah. Meanwhile, Aina is a party girl, through and through. If they're not on tour, she spends her time partying like crazy. Hard to believe. I mean, their image is that of stoic girls with little expression. Almost like living Victorian dolls or something. Well, they wanted to pop out in the public. They once told me if we want people to notice us, we have to break the cutesy idol concept. And so they took the opposite route by becoming cool beauties with melancholic songs. I would say they went the opposite way. The opposite of cutesy idols would be unkempt, tone-deaf girls spewing vitriol and hate. True, I guess. Well, I've gotta go. But let's have a sparkle star first. Alright. Sparkle star! 1, 2, 4,
Get her really drunk.
Here. Sparkling. Well, it's always a pleasure, Jill. Please come again. Will do. Oh, the handsome bartender. Nice to see you. Boss, Gil's back. I'll take my break.
All right.
Whew.
Not what I needed.
Note to self, buy oil for that door.
Apparently, door be squeaky.
Alright then. Gil, you're in my spot, please.
Oh, sorry.
Also, you're cleaning one of Boss's chicken buckets. Did Boss ask you to do that?
If I told you she did, would you believe me?
Without a doubt.
Let's go with that then.
Right. Oh! Greetings. Ah, Stella, what can I get you? I'll go with the Bleeding Jane today.
Live that mother.
Here you go. Thank you. What brought you here today? Waiting for Say? I came by myself, actually. I was in the area and stopped to say hi. Oh. It's pretty interesting, though. When I first saw you, I doubted you'd ever come here again. Well, this place is comfortable, I must admit. So quiet and secluded. It's also clean, really clean. Gil is the one you can owe that to. That guy takes pride in how clean he keeps things around here. If you ever need cleaning staff, he's a nice pick. Really? He's a bit out of it today, though. I see. Hey, Jill, have you heard of the new gold rush in the city? Gold rush. Everyone is paying small fortunes to get their hands on pieces of white knight suits. I think I heard or read something about that, but I'm having doubts, so probably not. In any case, how was it a gold rush? Well, the tech behind the suits was always safely guarded, but after the events of the bank... Sorry. After the events at the bank, the suits were remotely shut down, bricking many of them in the process. Many units dropped their armor right there and fled with the lynchings that went on, or when the lynchings went on. Any white knights still stuck in their suit had to take the armor off manually to run away. It all happened in the middle of the lynchings, so they'd be sitting ducks if they didn't. Some weren't that lucky. They got beaten up while they weren't able to move. So between the suits becoming glorified paperweights and many white knights going on the run, there ended up being a lot of junk lying around. But the whole scientific community is rejoicing. They're on a race to reverse engineer the suits and take as much technology as possible from them. And of course, even single pieces of the armor fetch a high price these days. Could anyone see any profit from that research to justify those expenses? It's a new tech, a whole new field ripe with patents, just opens for many, so I'd say yes. Huh. I mean, the BTC is literally a conglomerate built upon patents and trademarks. I can see how. There's one weird case, though. There's this guy named Jack. He's the captain of a very unique Blitzkrieg Corps unit. Unique. The guy had a really small unit, 5 people, including himself. The aesthetics of his unit's armor was heavily modded to the point that they looked like a squad of ancient heroes. In what? They looked really gaudy. But it turned out that guy actually broke through the software and disabled the remote switch. He has one of the few, if not the only, suits of armor with the OS intact. To say they're among the most wanted people would be an understatement. You know a lot about this. It's interesting that the amount of things you hear when dealing with drunk people of all kinds in the same place.
It also helps to put on a front that makes people lower their guard. That should sound familiar to you. True. Wait. Here's a freebie, a fun fact. The failsafe was originally going to involve the armor blowing up and leaving no traces. But regulations and laws didn't allow that kind of technology near civilians. I guess even Zaibatsu Corp has its limits, huh? People love to demonize Zaibatsu Corp. Because, let's face it, they're far from innocent. But they're not evil overlords, they're just greedy. They're just a big corporation. They just so happen to have control over what tantamounts to a city-state. But corporations will eventually resort to draconian methods. I've heard horror stories from people outside the city about trying to use product placement. If you so much as hold a bottle the wrong way or get in the way of a logo, you'll be in for lots of trouble. And let's not start with theme parks or the like. Those are dystopias of their own. Then again, most of the demonization is due to Quincy. Nope, wrong person. Then again, most of the demonization is due to Quincy being such a clown. He has no power anyways. He's just the front that whatever council behind Zaibatsu Corp chose. He makes a fool of himself and the attention is taken away from whatever it is that Zaibatsu Corp is actually doing. Yeah. So what are you saying? So what you're saying is that Glitch City is basically a huge theme park? I've called the White Knights glorified mall security in the past, so yeah. No, seriously, and what? Ahem! Can I get a Brandini here, please? Sure. Here. Thanks. So I take it you're in a good mood today. How's it show? Okay. Yeah, well, I managed to nab a couple of tickets for the Kira Mickey encore concert. Nice. Oh, right as it turns out, she was just here. Again? Sorry. I can't believe I've just missed her. I was surprised too. I was more surprised she remembered my name though. And like last time, she was quite the graceful client. Man, so the rumors about her being really nice in person were actually true. Amazing. I mean, you always want the famous people to be nice in real life. But having such backing to that claim, to hear that she was so nice to everyone, it's nice to hear, you know? In fact, many think that's what made her so famous so quickly. How she's down to earth and totally accessible, making her someone everyone wants to root for. I see. Yeah, I mean, I guess you don't want to feel like you're supporting crappy people. Although, to be honest, I never put much thought into that. Well, half the time I have no idea who made what I use. I don't care that much. Being a nice person will take you far enough. My daddy always insisted that being ruthless in the boardroom doesn't mean being an ass. And he has actually managed to get certain contracts over other more powerful people. All thanks to being a nice guy overall. Sounds like good advice. And more importantly, Daddy? Do you really believe me saying she was just here that easily? You're not the kind to lie about stuff like that for so short. Thanks, I guess. That said, can you go to the concert so easily? What about security and what? My dad always has a unit keeping an eye on me from a distance. And you'd be surprised at how easily I can disguise myself with just a different hairdo and a cap. I see. I wonder if I could get in the disabled line with Sei and her wounds. Although she'll probably nag me about how she doesn't need it and shouldn't be abused that. Hey, can you get me a classic drink? Sure. Oh, I might have to call it soon. I need to go get me some more water. I will be right back. I'm gonna go ahead and run a quick ad for that too.
And we're back. Hope everyone enjoyed those 3 minutes. Okie dokie. Okay, classic drink. Not to be confused with classy. Interesting. Neither of these have alcohol. I'll give her one of these. Here. Thank you. Do you have many servants around the house still? I do, but they've been with us for so long, they're pretty much family. My dad has always said that if you earn someone's trust, they'll gleefully work for you, and everyone wins. We even had a young gardener that left to study engineering, and he actually came back. He still comes by every weekend to tend to the plants. Man, that sounds nice. Let me know if you're ever in need of a job. I might find you something. Thanks for the offer. Wait. I just realized something's off with the whole tech gold rush story. What would it be? Wouldn't all that tech be patented anyways? I get trying to crack it in the first place, but that would be true if the tech wasn't patented. If the tech was patented in the first place. It isn't. Zaibatsu have been so paranoid about making the White Knights untouchable that they never patented anything. A patent would be in a database that someone could hack and retrieve valuable info from. Not to mention they've been using tech from other companies without any authorization. And no patent registry in their right mind would approve of that global shutdown signal. Let alone how it immobilized everyone still inside one of those suits. So the ones that were upholding the law did so using suits that are by all means illegal. The irony runs deep, wouldn't you say? Why do it, though? When you have so much money, you start thinking you can screw around with the rules. All that power makes you think you're above the law. Above every law there is. And this is what happens when those with money start making the rules. I'm curious, though. Have you ever covered up any fuck-ups by using money? I think we've all done things we're not too proud of at some point or in our lives. Well, Jill, I've got to go. Always a pleasure. Please come again. Ah, Alma. No, hello. You're pretty insistent on that one, aren't you? It's basic courtesy. Something I will fight to uphold. First the greeting stopped, then saying please and thanks stopped, and before you know it, boom, total anarchy. You're exaggerating. I'm not. In fact, I'll go through that door again and expect you to properly greet me this time. Fine. Hello, Jill. Once upon a midnight dreary, while I pondered, weak and weary, over many a quaint and curious volume of forgotten lore, while I nodded, nearly napping, suddenly there came a tapping, as of someone gently rapping at my chamber door. "'Tis some visitor," I muttered, tapping at my chamber door. "Only this, and nothing more." You overdid it. You totally overdid it. Quoth the bartender. I did not. So, you like poetry? I had a face. Can I get you something? Let's start with a big cobalt velvet. Sure. Oh yeah, there's something I've been wondering about for a while. Does the name Shadowmaster 69's Chronicles ring any bells?
Yeah, this is a dystopian future. And kind of probably going to be our future at some point, I'm sure. That's where things are heading, so. Yeah. I don't even think that's the most expensive one. I think there's one that's like 300, and then the promo drinks. No, not the promo drinks. The special off-menu drinks that we have are 500 each. Oh yeah, it sucks. It sucks big time.
Wow, you went pale. No, the name doesn't ring any bells. May 22nd. Today, my daily card readings told me that I'd meet great change thanks to an old man. My biology teacher told me I had been picked for an inter-high school contest with my latest essay. I just knew a scientific theory on the idea of auras was as revolutionary as I thought. Soon I'll bring the world into the occult science singularity. Later entries don't seem to have gone that well, though. Mentions of being laughed at, being lectured on why the essay was wrong. Jill? I made sure to delete that blog. No evidence should be left. I can think of at least 6 sources off the top of my head that have all that stuff archived. Why? Sheesh, relax. It's not that bad. What do you mean it's not that bad? Don't you realize how embarrassing it all is? We've all been young, Jill. Relax. Oof, indeed. It's not like you're still like that nowadays. That would have been embarrassing. You're not still like that, right? Gods no, I gave up on the whole occult stuff. It's just that remembering all that stuff is... I don't know, I like the way you looked. All dressed in black with a rare accessory popping out, thanks to the colors. I mean, at least you had the decency to use makeup and take care of yourself. So you have a pig. Oh god, you have a fucking pig. Why do you have to do this to me? Why do you dig out the sins of my past? I was bored. Last Friday, I had to take my mind off the whole Diana thing, so I ran a small background check on you. Simple stuff, just checking past internet activity. Please don't run background checks like that. I just used a search engine, you know. I didn't request documents or anything. What led you to the page? You do realize your main mail account everywhere is still the one you used back then, right? Like I said, relax. You were obsessed with occultism. I wanted to kiss all the boys. And I kinda almost accomplished that in middle school, which still sort of haunts me today. Never underestimate the lengths old classmates will go to track you down. Especially if they think you're still the girl that kissed them for fun and they're lonely to boot. We all have things we're not too proud of as adults. Now I know how criminals feel when evidence is used against them. I have to ask though, why the 69? It was supposed to be 6'9", not 69. Like, in reference to both the lovers and the hermit. I was convinced it meant wise choices. Jill, there's nobody that would read that as 6'9". I was 12 at the time. Even at 12, I fucking knew what a 69 was. Just how innocent were you back then? You have no idea. Well, let's sweeten up things a bit. I'll have a sugar rush. Sure.
Did I do that right? I think I did. I did. Cool.
Here. Don't worry, I'm doing it. Drinking and stretching. It's happening. Ah! Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Ah! Ah, that's good. Oh, good stretch. Yeah. It's a bunch of good ones. I added. See, there's that one, the drink one. I can't remember all the others I added, but I added a couple. They're fun. This. Say, speaking of the past, what was your last long-term relationship like? That's subtle. You dug through my past. I've earned the right to dig through yours. Fine. Long-lasting relationships, huh? I don't remember what they're called either, actually. I know it's like something along the line of sound alerts, but I don't remember. Romantic ones, I'm guessing. Yep. Well, I've had about 4 boyfriends who I describe as such, that I've introduced to my family and all. The first one was in high school. I broke up with him because he cheated on me. I remember the other girl trying to pick a fight and me just saying, keep the fucker. The second one was during my freshman year. I broke up with him after he thought it'd be funny to punch me in the arm. He starts with a friendly hit, and before you know it... Anyways... The other guy I met shortly after I dropped out. He was interested in marriage, but he wanted to get married after only half a year or so of knowing him. And then there's Richard, who... I spent almost 4 years with him. We got along pretty well. We had awesome chemistry. I truly loved him. But as time went by, there was a rift that started separating us. He just didn't like my family. He didn't. Moreover, he wasn't a family person. He distanced himself from his own and voiced that he didn't want kids. There was a part of me that wanted to believe, even just for a little bit, that maybe he'd change his mind. But as much as I loved him, that one detail brought a growing gap between us. And at one point I had to break up with him. But I'm not here to depress you. Bring me a beer, will you? Sure. Thanks for telling me that, by the way. Don't mention it. Okay, one more question and we're even. Wow, you really are versed at the blog, huh? Sure, ask away. At what age did you get those implants in your boobs? Jill, I love you, and I know you're saying that in jest. But I've lived through so many rumors about me getting plastic surgery that I can't and won't take it as a joke. As such, and honoring our friendship, I'll just say this. They're real, and they're spectacular. Now ask the real question before I slap you. I'll grant you one, and only one chance to call me by my full name as a compensation. I'd gladly take your offer. It's funny that you mentioned slapping, because my real question was, why did you get your hands chopped? Chopped. Well, there's a couple of reasons. The first is that I spend lots of time typing, and these replacements help me avoid carpal tunnel syndrome. Oh. There's other utilities, like how I can interface with many devices. For example, there's a tiny computer embedded in my glasses. If I move my index finger, it acts like the computer's cursor. There's lots more, but there's still things that don't sound that impressive when I say it out loud. How did your family take the operation? They took it well enough, except for my mom. She freaked out for months. She even went to the hospital to ask for my hands. Do Don't you miss them? Sometimes, but just during emotional moments. But as luck would have it, someone else has them. Shortly before my operation, there was an accident on the highway. One of the victims was this young lady whose right hand got completely crushed. I told them to check if we were compatible and all that. I mean, implants are not everyone's first choice if they can get a natural replacement. A bit of cosmetic treatment and it could pass off as her original hand with no problem. Last I heard, we were compatible and the family agreed to the donation. I don't know what became of her, but I hope she's fine. And you didn't tell your mom about that. I didn't want her pestering the poor girl. So, are we cool now? Are we even now? Are we? You were pretty pissed about my comment regarding your boobs. Again, I'm sorry. It sounded a lot less rude in my head. Yeah, don't worry about that. Besides, I get to call you Julianne once. Now you don't. Eh? Why? You just called me by my full name. Are you serious? One chance, and only one chance, and you just used it up. Damn it. Surprise! Hey, Alma, this might be a weird tangent, but do you believe in ghosts? Hey. Not particularly, no. Although, there was this paper I read once that was quite interesting. It proposed a scenario where nanomachine clusters would leave the body after death, and then acted as a collective hive mind through residual brainwaves. The result would basically be an image, not unlike a hologram. Of course, the hypothesis fell through because such nanomachine density is impossible in a body. Even 5% of the amount needed is enough to make the blood too dense for the heart. And it's not like the brainwaves are potent enough to create those reactions. Still an interesting read, though. I see. Don't give me that look. It's not my fault that you convince yourself that you're crazy. Well, I'll leave then. See you tomorrow. See you. All done? I am. What about Gil? For some reason, the idol girl left him like that, it seems. You think? It might have been while he was out. True. Hey, boss. You're a fan of wrestling, aren't you? I mean, you were a wrestler. That I am? Yeah. What? I was wondering, isn't wrestling fake? Aren't twin tails for little girls and teens with 8th grade syndrome? 8th grade what? When you get down to it, wrestling is as real as a soap opera. I mean, you don't really expect a legal lawsuit to be fixed in a ring, right? Sure, in my ideal world, you would solve legal problems through good old wrestling, but... No, seriously, 8th grade what? But you don't go around calling soap operas fake. It's a show. Just so happens to use fights as an expression. You might as well see it as a unique form of theater. Besides, considering the injuries many wrestlers suffer, it's not all fake. Huh. I didn't think about it that way. Sadly, I won't stand for anyone bad-mouthing wrestling. So now I have to go and break Gil's back to make you humble. Oh, wait, what? Come here, fuckboy! Fuckboy? Ah! 8th grade what? We thought we'd get a bona fide idol at the bar. Again! Jill will have a roof on her head for another month. Since a relief will make sure she focuses at work. Yay! Oh yeah, the dynamic of these three is hilarious. Okay. That's not what I needed. Alright. I am going to go ahead and call it here. I'm getting hungry. My voice is getting painful. So, yeah. Thank you very much for joining me. It's so great to hear and see from you, Goat. Glad to have you back. Oh, man. But yeah, I'm really enjoying this game. It's fun getting further than I've ever been, honestly. Oh.
Yeah, I hear you. Life is trying to get in my way too with some things, so hopefully it'll get better for the both of us. Alright. But let's set up a raid. Who we gonna raid? Here, let's raid Miwo. Apparently they're gonna be doing an art stream, just drawing and stuff, so that'll be nice and relaxing. So thank you very much. Let's hit her up with a Moon raid. Say hi and be kind for me, guys. Thanks.